Hi Megan, this is Jasmine from Sprouts SEO Solutions. I just wanted to shoot you this quick video talking about how you can get more traffic to your websites and in turn get some more customers. So let's get right into it. I have your website pulled up here, and first off, I really like the design of your website. Love the moving picture in the background. We've got an easy form to fill out, making contact super easy for people. Your website in general is very pretty, and now we've got some content here, which is great. A little more content as we continue scrolling. See, that's a nice theme, and overall, this is just really, really nicely laid out. I love the testimonial section, not even from a Google standpoint, but just from a user standpoint. We know that in the service industry, social proof is just so important. So this is incredible. Love to see that. And then I see we've got these are going to link out to your different services. So that's great. Easy for people to understand. And I like that you guys have a blog. It depends your industry. Not a ton of people have a blog. Some people do. I personally just really enjoy blogs and content marketing, so I always think that's fun to see. And we've got a little more content. So overall, your website looks beautiful. Honestly, it looks amazing. The only thing that I would say is it could use just a little bit more content. And the reason I say this is because we know that Google likes to see roughly 1,500 words of content per page. And now this is because Google has what are called crawlers. And what these crawlers do is they read through the content on your website and use that to better understand it. Now, when we're talking about content, it's really important that we talk about keywords. So let me explain what keywords are. Let's say someone is in need of roofing services and they don't necessarily know a roofing company. So they're going to go to Google and they might search something like roofing contractors near me, roofing services, Livonia, Michigan, roofing companies. All of those are examples of different keywords. And now when you have relevant keywords spread throughout the content on your website, Google begins to understand that your website and your services are related to those sorts of keywords. You want this because this means that when someone searches for those things in Google, Google will know that your website is one that should pop up as a result. Now I went ahead and did a quick Google search for roofing services Livonia, Michigan, just as an example of a keyword that you might want to be ranking for. Now I'm going to skip this top here. These are ads, which means someone is paying to be in that spot. This one is an ad too, so we can ignore that, but I do want to focus on this area right here called the Google Map Pack. Now the Google Map Pack is an incredible spot for your business to be. 30 to 40% of traffic here is going to end up clicking through on one of these links, and I'm sure you are already well aware of how useful it can be to be in this map pack because you're already there. So you are in the third spot, which is incredible. Ideally, we would get you to the top of that map pack, but even making it into the top 3 is really, really helpful for your business and, to drive website traffic, which can turn into potential customers, right? Now, when we scroll past the Google Map Pack, that's once we finally hit what is called the organic search results. So none of these are paid for. We're going to scroll past these first few results because these are all directories. And it is possible to beat directories out, but that's just more work. So the first company that we come across here is Billy's Roofing. So this is the first organic company. So we are going to consider them your top online competitor, at least for this roofing services keyword. So if we go ahead and take a look at their websites, let's close that out. I've got nice pictures, some buttons that are going to link out to different pages on their site. You can see we've got a bit of content here, some more content, and now this is an example of a keyword, right? So they have a keyword as a header, and they've got some more content. Again, content. And it looks like they've got some testimonials as well. So your competitor honestly doesn't hit that 1,500 mark for content either. So that right there is an opportunity for you. If you're able to hit those 1,500 words, then you have a better shot at beating them out. I want to take you over to this paid tool that I use called Ahrefs. This is a search engine optimization tool that I use to analyze different websites. And what I really want you to focus on here are these two scores, the DR and UR score. Now, DR is just an indicator of how strong Google thinks a website is, and UR is an indicator of how trustworthy it thinks a website is. So the higher both of these scores are, the more likely you are to be ranked higher on that first page of Google. Now, both of these scores are going to be influenced by backlinks. And backlinks are just links or buttons out on the wild web on a website that's separate from your own, that when someone clicks on it, it takes them back to your website. Now, the more backlinks you have, and specifically the more good quality backlinks that you have, the higher those DR and UR scores are going to be. You can think of backlinks almost as Google's own popularity contest. And now coming back to this idea of keywords, I just want to point out your competitor is currently ranking for 165 keywords. So just something to note, and that would be something you want to look into, right? Because we can click into here and see what specific keywords your competitor is ranking for, and that would just be some research you would want to do when trying to decide which keywords you should try to rank for as well. Now, coming over to your website, your DR and your UR scores are pretty decent. So let's compare. Your DR is definitely higher, but your UR is not as high. So this means Google thinks you have a stronger website, but Google doesn't trust your website as much as it trusts your competitor's website. And this is going to come back to the fact that you only have 15 backlinks right now, right? So really look at backlinks as an opportunity there. And now we can see that you are currently ranking for 47 keywords. And I see a lot of branded keywords here, right? A lot of these have your brand name in them. And that is great. That's really good for people who know your brand. But when we want to reach a broader audience of people who maybe don't know you yet, but we want them to know you, we're also going to want to get some of those broader keywords. So like this here, well, actually that looks like that might be a competitor. Home exterior companies near me would be a good one. And you are ranking, but you're in position 22, which means you're not on that first page of Google, right? So we want to get broad keywords like that, and we want to get you ranking on the first page for them, because then you're more likely to show up for people who are searching for these services and searching for a company to provide them. That's all the information that I have for this video. I hope that you found it educational and informative. If you have any questions at all or want to continue talking, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And even if you don't have any questions, if you could just drop me a line of feedback, let me know what you liked, what you found helpful, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.